So you will know about this. The cost of living, you can't avoid it, continues to climb. Figures out yesterday showing the majority of your household staples are up year on year. Power prices up 12%, food up 4.7%. Dairy, meat, coffee, all adding fresh pressure to family budgets. And David Verry is a financial mentor at North Harbour Budgeting with me this morning. David, good morning.
Good morning.
How tough is it out there?
It's very, very tough. Very tough on people. I think there was a survey that came out this morning for 61% of Kiwis, cost of living is their major issue.
Yeah.
So it impacts everybody. There's nobody that's immune from it.
Is it are your queues getting longer, or more people wanting help?
Totally. And in fact, we're in that situation. We used to like to be back to people within 24 hours of them contacting us. Some budget services now have a 2 or 3 week wait to actually get in front of a financial mentor to just start discussing their budget to try and find the solutions.
What are people saying when they arrive?
Well, first thing, when they arrived, they're stressed. We're always dealing with people in crisis. So the first thing is it's almost, can you help? It's almost as fundamental as that. So again, as soon as somebody walks in, I mean, to some extent, we're counsellors because we're trying to get people to calm down, to try and sit with us and to say, right, let's just start from the beginning. Let's try and get something together. Let's get your budget together. Let's try and find out exactly what your position is, and that's almost like the first thing that we do.
And what is their position? Are they working? Are they, working lots of jobs? Are they bringing in good money but still can't make it work?
We cover the entire gamut of people. We had, particularly during in the last couple of years, we had more people with mortgages that came in. A lot of people are employed. A lot of people are on benefits, of course, and of course, including in those people on benefits are pensioners. So we cover it right from I'd say I've got clients who have household incomes over $200,000 down to people who are purely living on benefit income.
And for people who are earning $200,000 or more and need budgeting services, are they bad with budgeting their money, or is the cost of living such that even that amount of money isn't enough anymore?
Well, typically those that were on that level of income had mortgages, and of course over the last couple of 3 years we saw all the mortgage rates go up, doubling, almost tripling. So that was when we saw that particular group. That was the group that was hurt by the increases in their interest costs. That's something that's actually sort of trend off now as the interest rates have come off. The fixed rates are now a lot lower. But again, the reverse side of that is tell me that rates haven't gone up everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Tell me that insurance costs haven't gone up. So whilst they've had some relief from that, even that group is affected by all the other bits and pieces. But it's probably the rank and file. The vast majority of people still live, paycheck to paycheck, as we describe it. So you only need to get little variations. When you talk little variations, you get a cost of living going on basics going up by 4.7%. I haven't had any increase in my wage, salary, or benefit income. Of course, it's going to affect you, and it's all on those basics. It's all those everyday things that you walk in and get.
So what do you tell people then? Because they are basic items, so you can't exactly do without them.
That's when it comes down to, as I say, mentoring them. We've actually saying, well, we've got your budget, so what can you do to adjust your budget? For instance, you might start and say, can you get a second job? Well, job market in New Zealand at the moment, I think it was something a couple of weeks ago, a mini-putt course in Wellington, 600 job applications for, basically almost like a holiday job. So that sort of thing is very, very difficult to do, albeit increasing your income would be the nicest thing to do. A lot of it's about trying to control your expenses. One of the biggest issues we've got at just about all of our clients come in with debt. And that's, if you want to talk about something, cost of living that pulls you down, but then on top of that, you're also trying to...
Debt kicks you when you're down.
Debt kicks you, absolutely.
So what do you say to people? Don't get in debt in the first place. What are people getting into debt for? Well, because my mum said to me when I was young, never get a credit card, and I've never had a credit card, and I'm so grateful that I've never had one, because I'm not the right kind of person. But is that sort of where it starts, or what?
For a lot of it, I guess it does start with that, and people start, even young kids, you start out with a plan on your phone, $120 a month. Well, that tells me that you've actually got an iPhone 17 as part of your phone, almost part of your phone bill. So people start very, very early with that, and they get used to using it. Look, credit, I'm not anti-debt, as long as it's used in the right way. When we see people using their debt, and I'll use buy now, pay later as an example, again, can be a very useful tool. But as soon as we see a client that's using buy now, pay later, and they're buying essentials, they're getting some food or something on the buy now, pay later. As soon as we see that, we know we're dealing with a very, very specific problem. We'd also argue that debt's still pretty easy to get. I know there's others argue that, oh gosh, we need to let's loosen things up and get the economy going with people borrowing money and spending it in the retail stores who are doing it tough. But again, we see the end of that when they've taken on that debt and they just find themselves, again, just saying, oh gosh, I hadn't really budgeted that well. I'd never really thought about it. And that again comes back to us as that combination of cost of living increases, the debt burdens that people carry. It's a recipe for financial hardship.
David, appreciate your update this morning. Thank you very much.